What's going on, guys? Kenneth Dusang here. So in this video, I'm going to teach you how you can start wholesaling houses with a very small budget for marketing. Make sure you watch the whole video because you're going to learn step by step how to get your first deal and how you can make at least $10,000 to $30,000 within the next 30 to 45 days. So what I want to do is really assume that you've never done your first wholesale deal yet. You've actually just started learning the systems and the processes and really what the definitions are. And you're just now starting your journey on closing your first deal. So for starters, exactly what wholesaling is, it's just going out, you're finding off-market houses and land, and you're finding people that want to sell their property at a discount. Now, once you get somebody that wants to sell their house at a discount, the way you wholesale a house is you're going to get a contract to buy the property at that discount. So an example, I got some contracts right over here. Here they are. So once you get the contract to buy that house or the land at a discount, let's say you have the contract to buy it at $100,000. Once you have that contract, you don't actually have to buy it yourself at this point. You have something called equitable interest, and you can sell your interest to somebody else, which could be a fix and flipper, could be a builder, could be a developer, and they're going to pay you X amount of dollars to take over your contract. So if you have a contract to buy a house at $100,000, you can potentially sell that contract for $120,000 and you'll make yourself $20,000 because that's the difference between $120,000 and the contract price of $100,000. So I'm going to kind of walk you through this process and how you can go out, find your deals, find buyers for your deals, find a title company to do the deal for you, and then walk away with a fat check. So step one in wholesaling houses. So the first thing that I want you to do is one, go get yourself a notebook and a pen. And the reason why is you're going to start driving around your city. And you're going to want to go and you're going to look for houses that look vacant, and you're going to look for vacant lots. So drive around your city, look for houses that have high grass, maybe broken windows. You're going to know when you see a vacant house. Things are going to stand out. The mailbox might be stacked up with mail. The doors open on the mailbox. Again, there will be high grass. So look for vacant houses. And numbers wise, you're going to want to get at least 300 vacant houses in your notebook. Get the addresses to every single vacant house that you can find, at least 300. And the reason why I say 300, in our company, if we're driving for dollars, we usually will close on a deal after about 100 addresses. So because you're new and you're just starting, if you get 300 addresses, I can almost guarantee you're going to get your first deal. So go into your city again and start finding all of the vacant houses, as many as you can, up to at least 300. Don't stop until you have at least 300 vacant houses. Now, the next step that I want you to do is, hopefully you have a Facebook account. You're going to go to Facebook and you're going to start joining buy and sell groups all over whatever county or city that you're wanting to start wholesaling in. I wholesale in a lot of different states and a lot of different counties, so I'm part of thousands of different yard sale groups. So add yourself to these yard sale groups, and at least once every 3 days, you're going to post a video, not a video, but a post in these groups, letting everybody know that you're an investor, you buy fixer-upper houses, and you're interested in buying at least 2 to 3 more within the next 30 to 60 days. Make sure every 3 days you post at least into 100 different Facebook groups. So every 3 days, make sure you're doing that. So now that you have 300 houses and you're posting in your Facebook groups, you should start getting leads from these Facebook groups. And next, I'm going to tell you how you're going to get the addresses or the phone numbers to these addresses to these houses you found by driving for dollars. Step 3. So now that you have 300 addresses, what I want you to start doing is getting the phone numbers to these addresses. So the way that you find the phone number to a vacant house is pretty simple. It takes a little bit of work. You can actually hire yourself a VA to do this. You can find one on Fiverr or Upwork, pay them about $10, $20. Maybe take them about 2 hours to do. You'll find a lot of people that will be willing to do this. If you don't want to do that, just do it yourself. So what you do is whatever county that you were driving for dollars in, let's just use Jacksonville, Florida, an example. So Jacksonville is a part of Duval County. So you would go to the Duval County Tax Assessor's website. And once you're on the tax assessor's website, you're going to go into the website and start punching in into the property search section on that website, the addresses. And that's going to shoot you back the owner's information. So you get the owner's name, their mailing address, and pretty much the other information on the property. If there's back taxes, you'll be able to see that as well. So now that you have the owner's mailing address, what you're going to do now is you're going to go over here to True People Search. You're going to plug in the owner's mailing address, and that's going to shoot back a phone number. So start gathering these phone numbers, put them all on an Excel sheet. And once you have 300 phone numbers, we're going to start either texting them or cold calling them. So this is going on to step 4. So step 4 in this system is reaching out to the sellers. So there's 2 ways you can do this that I recommend. First way is cold calling. Simply pick up your phone, talk to them, call them up, say, hey, my name's Kenneth. I saw you owned a property at 123 Main Street. We're investors. We're looking to buy fixer-upper properties in the area. Are you interested in receiving or hearing a cash offer? They're going to most likely say, yes, I'd be interested. Go ahead and get information about the property. Ask them how long have they owned it, where are they from, build rapport with them, ask them how old the roof is, how old the bathroom and kitchen is, how long has it been remodeled. You're going to ask a series of questions about the property. If you want to know the exact questions to ask, go ahead and text me at this phone number. I'll put it right here on the screen for you. Text me there, and I'll send you pretty much, there's about 10 questions you're going to want to ask. So that's step 4, and you're going to start getting a lot of people that want to hear offers from you. So let's go on to step 5. Step 5 in this process is making your offers. So there's a simple way to make offers with wholesaling houses. There's a simple method that most people use. It's the ARV, which is the after repair value, times 70% minus repairs minus how much money you want to make is pretty much equals your max allowable offer. That formula works for pretty much every wholesale deal that we've ever done. It's kind of basic, but basic works. So if you don't know how to run or find your ARVs, shoot me a message on Instagram. Go over to Virtual Wholesaling Ninjas on IG and shoot me a message. I'll leave a link in my comments. Now that you know exactly how much you can offer on these houses, you're going to start sending these offers out. And it's going to take maybe 100 offers, maybe 120 offers before you actually get a yes. I'm just being real with you. This business is not easy, but if you stick to it, you're going to make a lot of money doing this. So once you get a accepted offer, what we're going to do is we're going to send them a contract to buy their house through DocuSign. So get your contract filled out, how much you offered, get it on the contract, send it to them, get them to sign it. So now that they have signed that contract, the next step is you're going to find a buyer for this property. So I recommend, when I teach my students how to wholesale and I teach them this business, I teach them to go ahead and build a buyer's list first. So finding buyers is really easy. If you want to know how to find buyers for your deals, again, go over to Instagram, message me. So what you're going to do is once you get that contract signed, you're going to send the information about the property and the contract over to your buyers. Send them all a mass text or a mass email letting them know that you have a smoking hot deal that you want to sell them. Let's say you got the contract to buy that house for $100,000. We'll use that same number. Let's say one of your buyers comes and says, hey, look, I want to buy that property. It's a great deal. We're looking in that exact area right now. I'll offer you $145,000 for that deal. Well, guess what? You got it locked up at $100,000. He's offering you $140,000 for that property. Guess how much money you just made off of that deal? $45,000. Now, that seems like make-believe, but you know what's really crazy is I've seen much larger deals than that through this business. You can make an unbelievable amount of money doing this. And It's actually fairly easy. You don't need a license, you don't need a good credit, and you don't actually need the money to lock these properties up under contract. So that is the last step in the business. Obviously, now that you have a buyer, you're going to fill out a assignment. You're going to sell your contract over to them. If you don't know how to do an assignment, again, go message me on Instagram. So you're going to find a title company that will do the deal for you. That's really simple, and you're going to get paid. So that's really the steps to wholesaling. There's some other ways that you can start finding motivated sellers without using any of your own money or credit, or really any a marketing fee. I really like free ways of marketing. We do use paid ways too, but the free ways just feel different when you get a deal and you made, $20,000, $30,000, and in the back of your mind you're like, wow, I made this money, and it was just because I posted this in a Facebook group. It's just a crazy feeling. And when it hits your bank account, when you get that wire and it hits your bank, it's just like an unbelievable feeling. It just changes your mindset on how much is a lot of money. So if you have any questions about virtual wholesaling, go follow me on Instagram. You can also text me at this phone number right here. Just text me the words virtual wholesaling, and you can jump on my training. I've actually been coaching this business for over, I think it's been almost 8 years now. I love the business. I love helping people do the business. I've done over 200 coaching sessions. So if you want to learn, definitely message me.